Music is written on a staff of 5 lines in 4 spaces. The lines on the staff are numbered from bottom to top. The spaces between the lines are also numbered from bottom to top. So, what that means, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines, and in between the lines, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. So, I'm going to number my lines. And I'm going to number my spaces. All right. If you need additional help with the bottom to top theory when it comes to the staff, you can use your hands. So your hands have 5 fingers, and in between each finger is a space. So there are 4 spaces in between your fingers. So what I like to do, we're going to pretend this is a washable marker because I don't have those. But your pinky is going to be number 1. Your ring finger is going to be number 2. Your middle finger is going to be, oh God, that's an ugly 3. 3. And your pointer finger is going to be 4. And your thumb is going to be number 5. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is just like the staff. So the pinky is always at the bottom and it's number 1. And the thumb is at the top and it's going to be number 5. Once again, we're going to pretend this is a washable marker. Please do not use Sharpies on your hands. This space in between line number 1 and 2 is this space right here. So I'll put a 1 here to represent space number 1. All right, this part here is going to be space number 2. This part here is number 3. And this big part here can be space number 4. So you have space 1, space 2, space 3, and space 4. For today, we're going to use gummy bears for our notes on the staff. So if a note looks like it's higher on the staff, it sounds higher in pitch. If a note looks like it's lower on the staff, it's going to sound lower in pitch. So what you're going to do, you are going to draw your own staff. You can literally just draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're going to number your own staff. And you're going to number the spaces. All right, now, your job is to tell me which note is where. As in, if I put a gummy bear on the staff, your job is to tell me, okay, is it on line number what or space number what? So you're going to have 5 gummy bears. You have to tell me where they're located. This one's 1, this one's 2, this one's 3, this one's 4, and this one is 5. All right, number 1 was line 1, number 2, space 2, number 3, line 5, number 4, line 3, and number 5 was space number 1. Okay, the next thing you're going to do, you are going to draw notes, the little ovals, on the following lines and spaces. The last thing you're going to do for this part of the lesson is to indicate whether the second note is higher or lower than the first note by using an H for higher or an L for lower. So, for example, this is our first note. This is our second note. Your job is to write down whether it is higher or lower than this first note. Is this note higher or lower than the first note? So in this case, it would be higher. So you would write an H. Example 1. Example number 2. Example number 3. All right, answer time. So the answer to number 1 is higher. The answer to number 2 is lower. And the answer to number 3 is also lower.